We're both under 500. Both.
A case of the haves and the have-nots. That in baseball, basketball, other sports.
From the 33. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First play of the drive.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to second and catch good. It's Eifert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton letting one go deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety Buda Baker in the NFL in rushing last season. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Here's Dalton. And that is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So now Dalton will lead the Bengals to the line as they'll come up and go for 2. Andy Dalton. CD, that call, it took some guts. It's not like they were at the 1-yard line. They had some distance to go.
They certainly did. And, you know, a lot of people might say that's fly by the seat of your pants type of coaching. But it's also sending a message out there. We're going to be unpredictable. You can't prepare for anything with us. You never know which way we're going to go. We zig, you zag.
And now some serious opening drive momentum.
Let's go.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Charles Clay is tight end, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Murray. He's got his man. It's Butler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. But Butler was the second of 3 receivers Arizona took in the draft. They said they wanted to increase the amount of playmakers that they have out wide, so they nabbed him in round 4 out of Iowa State. Really didn't come on until his final season at Iowa State, over 1,300 yards and 9 touchdowns. Now, Andy Isabella, he kind of provides the top-end speed. Butler has the size, 6'6", 225, a huge target out wide. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop. Throwing on 2nd down, Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Throwing on 2nd and 14. 5. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and comfortable with each completed pass.
One quarter down, 8-0 the score. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Murray.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice...
And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. A 10-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that.
And oh, it's blocked. Well, the Bengals have got it. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 40. 20, 10, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points.
We're gonna shut you down.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. All right, let's focus now on Giovanni Bernard. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jet sweep, Boyd with it. Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 61 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. On for the point after is Randy Bullock.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Look at this, a tight end carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. The first down carry here for Johnson. And taking it across midfield. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Murray now on 1st down. Complete. It's Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan coach. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the Bengals have recovered it.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Another try after the first down sack. Dalton. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 59 yards. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. All right, we got a second here. Let's have some fun. Let's be cheesy, because why not? So we had the 71st Emmys on Sunday.
No wine. Just straight cheese.
71st Emmys on Sunday. So let's hand out a few awards.
Okay.
Let's start with Best Supporting Actor right now in the NFL. Who are you going with?
I'm going with the Mustache Man, Gardner Minshew in Jacksonville.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Bengals have recovered it. And this is taken into the end zone, a fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing again on second down. Murray completes it to Fitzgerald. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing on second and long. Murray thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Partners, switching gears for a second, a really cool moment on Sunday night when Clay Matthews, former Browns linebacker, was inducted into Cleveland's Ring of Honor. And, of course, his son, Clay, was playing for the opposite team that night. It was a really neat moment.
Fantastic moment. And it's Clay 2 and Clay 3, correct?
Yes.
Dad is 2, son who's playing for the Rams now is 3. When he popped out there to see the rest of the family, all of them wearing the 57 jersey that Clay II wore with such distinction for Cleveland for all those years. When he played long enough, a lot of people think he played with Otto Graham. I mean, it was amazing.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard, as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And let out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is. There goes Larry Fitzgerald. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Murray now. And he finds Fitzgerald. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Murray going to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Throwing is Murray on third down. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Hey, hold on. Check 52's the mic. Come on.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Defense wins championships, baby.
On second down, here's Murray. This complete to the tight end, Clay. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Mike 52. Coming to you.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Murray now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd and 12, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Shotgun now from Murray. And the catch made by Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up 4th down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
"34 yards there and a first down." They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and very long. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And his throw is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. Past the 20. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
On 4th down, they're going to try the jet sweep, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake.
It's run, baby, it's run.
And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us, and they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, it could also result in a melee later, though. So out now come the Cardinals. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
52, right 52. Watch the run, watch the run.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, and completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Come on, fellas.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. 1st down, Murray. His throw incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Murray again, 2nd and 10. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Murray. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And boy, he did all he could, but he's going to finally be stopped a couple yards short of the first. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
There goes Green. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. One of the fun parts about working with you is that we've learned that there are different ways to do things than the way we were brought up to do them. This is Madden. Of course they were going to go ahead and get another score. What do you mean take